And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Satellite imagery for this Sunday afternoon, actually the entire day here. Moisture sliding eastward here across the Chukchi Sea into the northwest interior, and a band pushing eastward there across the Arctic coast, bringing some areas of light precipitation with it there. And to the south, though, especially south and east of the Alaska Range, we're about the Kuskokwim Valley, though, eastward here, a lot of sunshine, temperatures 60s to lower 70s, some cases mid-70s, areas of the Kenai Peninsula, Susitna Valley, as well as the Matanuska Valley. Very nice day today. Even some breaks here over the Copper River Basin area. And rain across the southeast coast today with this area of cloudiness that really is coming out of Canada and sliding southwestward here. Brought up to 3/4 of an inch of rain to Juneau, with Haines picking up a little over half an inch today, and down at Ketchikan had about 1/3 of an inch of rain there. And otherwise, by contrast, a lot of sunshine and light winds here over southern Alaska, up until you get to the Alaska Range, mostly cloudy up in the Tanana Valley, keeping temperatures down there. And some moisture here with a weak system pushing some light rain, fog, and drizzle here across the Aleutians into the Alaska Peninsula, and then another band farther to the west. Forecast for tonight, that system here continues to track eastward. Very weak low pressure area there, so not much wind associated with it, and just light rain now spreading from Atka into the Alaska Peninsula. Otherwise, high pressure, light winds over the northern Bering Sea, high pressure, light winds out over the western Bering. Next front way out there to the west, barely on the chart. This system here bringing some mixed precipitation into the western central Arctic coast. Mostly in the form of rain, though, say south of Kivalina or south of the Brooks Range into the lower elevations. Kotzebue, Selawik, back to the western Seward Peninsula, down to St. Lawrence Island tonight. Otherwise, light winds, in fact, no wind, and variably cloudy skies here over the central interior, north of the Alaska Range. South of the mountains, it stays mostly clear into the Copper River Basin. Some isolated showers here over the eastern North Gulf Coast, drying out or continuing to dry out over the southern Panhandle. Rainfall generally ending, starting to taper off even in the northern areas. This system here we'll see for Monday stays to the south tomorrow. Still a weak low at the surface just off the coast here, and that's going to keep a few showers around the Panhandle. Otherwise, look for partial clearing as well there. And for the North Gulf Coast, mostly cloudy, increasing clouds, increasing moisture for Prince William Sound here, with increasing chances of showers throughout the day, and isolated showers up over the Alaska Range and in the Copper River Basin over the mountains there, but nothing too widespread. Still nice day over Kodiak Island up into Cook Inlet, the southwest interior, Bristol Bay, even Nunivak Island, right on up into the Tanana Valley now. Should see a few more sun breaks tomorrow than what you saw today, which wasn't many. And look for mixed precipitation on the Arctic coast and North Slope with that cold front, dragging back with some light rain into the Seward Peninsula and maybe St. Lawrence Island, and high pressure, light winds here over the central Bering Sea down into the western Aleutians. Isolated showers, this low slowly pulling off to the southeast. And then for Tuesday, this front makes a jog to the east here into the western Bering Sea. Weak trailing front there, bringing some light rain into the western Aleutians, and but light winds. Fair skies here for the central and eastern Aleutians. Into the west coast here as that ridges inland across the Seward Peninsula and into the Kobuk Valley. So pretty nice conditions on Tuesday up in that area. By contrast, clouds with a better chance of rain for south central Alaska, especially the Kenai Peninsula area into Prince William Sound, up into the Matanuska Valley. Copper River Basin looks pretty wet, and that'll extend up north of the Alaska Range into the upper Tanana Valley and 40 Mile country. And remnants of that front from right here on Monday, everything's shifting eastward. And so another cold front just grazes the central Arctic coast there with a chance of some light moisture in that area. And for the southeast coast, partly mostly sunny in the north here, a few scattered showers down to the south, but still not too bad in that area. And Outlook for Wednesday there, drier conditions. Just an isolated shower possible, otherwise partly sunny skies with light winds for all of the southeast coast right on up toward Yakutat. Weak trough here along southern Alaska keeps it mostly cloudy with some scattered showers from Kodiak Island up along the Alaska Range across south central Alaska into the Copper River Basin. North of the mountains now, mostly sunny. This front pushes into the west coast, gusty winds and rain associated with it from Nunivak Island, Yukon Delta, right on up to the north there to the central Arctic coast. And that front trails back into a very weak system here that'll bring some light rain into the western Aleutians. Otherwise, that light wind pattern and dry weather will continue for the Adak-Atka area and extend in toward Bristol Bay. For the lows tonight, in the 30s from the Brooks Range on northward, otherwise 30s and 40s for the remainder of the state here. Mostly in the 40s for the Bering Sea, upper 40s to lower 50s for the Aleutians, and lows upper 40s to mid 50s for the southeast coast. Highs tomorrow, 65 to 70 for Bristol Bay, 60s and lower, upper 60s to lower 70s again, south central Alaska, Kenai Peninsula, mid 60s Kodiak Island. Recovering a little bit here in the Tanana Valley with highs in the lower to mid 60s up to the Yukon Flats, and well into the 60s over the southern southeast coast, otherwise lower 60s to the north, and mostly in the 40s and 50s for the north slope and the Arctic coast. Lows on Tuesday morning, coolest to the north and west here, mostly in the 30s to lower 40s in those areas, and 40s to lower 50s from the upper Yukon Valley southwestward to the southwest coast, and in the 40s for the Aleutians, and 50s again, or upper 40s to mid 50s for the southeast coast. And the highs for Tuesday afternoon, pushing 70 degrees for Craig and Klawock, otherwise lower to mid 60s farther to the north there. Still nice 60s to lower 70s there in Bristol Bay, mid 60s Kodiak Island. More clouds, showers, keeping it in the lower 60s here across south central Alaska, Copper River Basin area. And it looks like highs mostly in the upper 50s to lower 60s for the central interior with 40s on up to the Arctic coast.